This is what we've been waiting for, folks. This is the game of the week, and the anticipation, the energy have been building. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the offense out for their first possession of the game. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team. Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's tackled at the 41. First down for the offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
42 Spider.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down out at the 46.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Takes it inside the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Defense is coming after him. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Illinois getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Receiver makes the grab. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Chris, I'm kind of like this defense. I knew this quarterback could run the football. I didn't know he could take it that far down the field and let alone a score.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. They make the tackle, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Receiver team.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. They're going to run it here. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the first.
So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a strong stiff arm. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
Inside the 35-yard line. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Here's the 2nd down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runs right over the defender. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Man, that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
And the Illinois offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So it's 1st down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there in Orlando. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He's running out of time here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And he's able to get the boot away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense makes their way on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Here's the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a quarterback keeper. Fights through the tackler. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. From the shotgun, handoff inside. It'll be Smoger right at the line for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
One team ready to boot it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the offense trots back out on the field again. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Good enough for first down yardage.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort. Well, you talk about a dream performance by this guy. That's his 4th receiving touchdown of this game. We knew he'd have chances to make plays, but I don't think anybody expected 4 touchdowns.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Oh, they've got him behind the line. It's a tackle for loss to wrap up the third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Illinois.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kickoff.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the offense will take over.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 30. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down. Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner is brought down. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. It's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down. You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Locates the tight end. It's complete. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Illinois lining up quickly here.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Looking to chuck it again. Trying to extend the play. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. Physical run, breaking tackles. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. This offense cannot be stopped.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Second down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. With some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
The PAT is no good. Wow. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team then. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds the running back in the flat. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly.
At the 25-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Illinois lining up quickly here.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. He finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. 1st and goal for the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but it's short of the sticks. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play. 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Tight end makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Well, this one ended up being a blowout, Kirk. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.